Russia launches full-scale invasion, and airports bombarded in Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin has announced a military operation in Ukraine, with explosions heard soon after across the country, and its foreign minister warning a full-scale invasion was underway. Weeks of intense diplomacy and the imposition of sanctions on Russia failed to deter Putin, who had massed between 150,000 and 200,000 soldiers along the borders of Ukraine. Putin called on Ukrainian soldiers to lay down their arms and said the operation was overseeing a genocide in the east of Ukraine. The Kremlin had earlier said rebel leaders in eastern Ukraine had asked Moscow for military help against Kyiv. The extent of Thursday's attacks was not immediately clear, but Ukraine Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said the worst-case scenario was playing out. Biden immediately warned of consequences for Russia and that there would be a catastrophic loss of life and human suffering. NATO's chief condemned Russia's reckless and unprovoked attack on Ukraine. Dozens of people have died after Russia attacked Ukraine with airstrikes in a full-scale invasion. CCTV cameras caught Russian military vehicles rolling through border force checkpoints as ground troops crossed the Crimea border into Ukraine early on Thursday. Ukraine said at least 40 of its soldiers had died after being bombarded with more than 30 strikes on civilian and military infrastructure by 11 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Border Force guards were among the dead, as was a boy killed after shelling struck an apartment building in the eastern region of Kharkiv. Explosions were heard on the outskirts of the cities of Kharkiv, Kramatorsk, Mariupol, as well as the capital Kiev, shortly after Russian President Vladimir Putin announced a special military operation in the east of the country on Thursday morning. U.S. President Joe Biden and Boris Johnson joined other global powers in condemning Russia's unprovoked and unjustified attack on Ukraine and promised to hold it accountable. Inside the country, airports have been shut down temporarily and secured against potential Russian aircraft landings. While Russia has closed its own airspace around the border to civilian access for the next 4 months. Long queues could be seen snaking along a motorway on Thursday as Ukrainians attempted to flee following the invasion. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the government is introducing martial law on all territories of the state and urged citizens to stay at home as much as possible.